This is the most twisted serial killer case I've ever seen. Even experts who study abnormal psychology would be left speechless after seeing it. The killer specifically targeted beautiful women. Every victim was wearing red clothing. Over 20-odd years, he killed dozens of people. The scariest part isn't the method. It's that this story actually turned out to be true. It's adapted from a real case in South Korea. When the movie came out, the police still had no leads at all. What's even more chilling, the killer only struck on rainy days. The rain washed away all the evidence. To solve the case as soon as possible, the police set up a rainy night sting operation. They sent out a young female officer wearing a red outfit. Walking alone in the dark wilderness, Detective Mike hid in the shadows, keeping a tight eye on her, waiting for that maniac to show up. Jake and his partner pretended to be passers-by to provide secret protection, but the rain just kept getting heavier. They were forced to run into a small cabin to take shelter from the rain. Soon after, two female students burst in too. Mike warned them, "It's been dangerous lately, so they should go home early at night." After finding out who they were, one of the girls said there was a weird guy behind the school who always hid under the restaurant and would randomly stab girls with a knife when they weren't looking. This guy was even more twisted than the serial killer, but Mike didn't take it seriously, thinking it was just kids talking nonsense. The next day, Jake suddenly had a brainstorm. The fact that all these cases have no clues, isn't that a clue itself? The chief drew a total blank. Jake analyzed that there were signs of a struggle at the crime scenes, but not even a single hair was found. He suspected the killer was a man with no body hair at all. Everyone thought that made some sense after hearing it, but there was no way they could make people take off their clothes one by one on the street to check. Just then, the female officer noticed a key detail. She said that every time a crime happened, someone would request the same song on the radio. Jake thought she was overthinking it, but both Mike and the chief thought something was off about this, so they split up to work. Mike went to check the song request records, but the radio station said all the records were deleted for privacy protection. It was all for nothing. Jake had it even worse. He hung out at bathhouses every day looking for a man with no body hair, only to be mistaken for a pervert. Mike had to go investigate the school by himself. As soon as he pushed open the bathroom door, the female teacher inside screamed, mistaking him for a pervert, and chewed him out badly. But he also learned something strange from the teacher. The teacher told him there was a crazy woman living on the mountain who rambled incoherently during the day and made weird noises at night. Mike went up the mountain right away. As soon as they met, the woman was so scared she ran back into her house. At that moment, Mike noticed several bright red pieces of clothing hanging on a rope outside the house, and she was the only survivor in this case.